I work very close with Mr. Gautam.
Related to education and skilling.
Between our two nation states in the field of business, commerce, trade, ensure that we have a time-targeted approach to achieve progress, ensure that statements, declarations, pronouncements are transformed and translated into action. Use the great links that we have established to ensure that we attain results through growth. Growth that is inclusive. Prosperity that is shared. We recognize the important role your institution has played in bringing businesses together with government, establishing worldwide links, intrastate, interstate, that promotes and entrepreneurship, businesses, thereby contributing to economic growth. I believe already your institution has worked several agreements, one of which is with the National Chamber of Exporters of Sri Lanka, NCE, in order to promote exporter level cooperation, and we would also encourage Indian investments, businesses to come and set up shop in our great country. We would like to ensure that if barriers do exist for Indian direct investment in Sri Lanka, we would be happy to take down those barriers and promote Indian FDI. In such a context, I would like to propose the following. Establish a trade facilitation working group under the India-Sri Lanka Joint Economic Commission that focuses on promoting trade. We would also request Indian industry to consider Sri Lanka as a complementary production processing hub for exports into India and global markets. We all experience today the artificial intelligence bubble. There's a new technology arms race in which we have to be victorious. We have to ensure that new technologies are inculcated that improves the Human Development Index. It has to be people-centered, it has to be people-led, it has to be people-oriented. And all such growth that we achieve must be spread throughout society. There can't be winners and losers. All strata of society and all sectors of society must enjoy fruits of growth, progress achieved through development. Let's go a step further and establish an India-Sri Lanka joint industrial and technology trade zone in my country. A zone that is dedicated for Indian industries to come and set up industries, businesses, and we would be very happy to provide the requisite facilitation through the legislature. Ensure that there is multi-partisanship in terms of supporting the inflow of Indian investments to Sri Lanka. I would also like to propose a Sri Lanka CII business forum to identify sectors in which investments can be fast-tracked. Renewable energy, agro-processing, logistics, tourism, and also in the arena of the semiconductor aspect. India is active in assembly, testing and packaging, ATP, of semiconductor chips, which is one of the downstream links in the supply chain. Through the India Semiconductor Mission, the Indian government is offering large incentives to build up its semiconductor ecosystem. Sri Lanka would be willing to collaborate to become a partner in that value chain, in the supply chain. So we fervently believe that Sri Lanka must plug into India's technology renaissance, from semiconductor to smartphones, and learn from its unmatched ecosystem of innovation, organization, and scale. The Confederation of Indian Industry shows what vision, structure, and coordination between state, science, and business can achieve. Sri Lanka must learn from that model. India is building the factories of the future, producing iPhones today and designing chips tomorrow. Sri Lanka's goal should be to become part of that supply chain, as mentioned before. From Tamil Nadu's electronic corridors to Gujarat's green hydrogen clusters, India is redefining what industrial ambition looks like. Sri Lanka can draw direct lessons in financing, policy consistency, and improving skills. We need to build Sri Lankan industry that speaks the same language as Indian enterprise. Technologically fluent, globally oriented, and capable of scale. India's rise as a manufacturing and technology powerhouse is not a challenge for Sri Lanka. It's an invitation to collaborate. It's an opportunity to join. Join together to work towards prosperity for the peoples of our two nation states. CII embodies the bridge between research labs and factory floors. Precisely what Sri Lanka must replicate if we are to industrialize meaningfully. Sri Lanka has talent, a vast array of human resources. Sabasen Sidamparanada, famous for battery-free real-time location tracking system. 7 researchers from the University of Sri Jagadhanapura, among the global top 2% by citation impact. Maheshi Ramaswamy, one of the investigators involved in the development and clinical trials of the COVID-19 vaccine. Pumi Vijayasekara, a Sri Lankan born scientist selected by NASA to join a simulated Mars mission crew for the agency's Human Exploration Research Analog Facility at the Johnson Space Center. So Sri Lanka has a vast array of skilled, innovative, tech-savvy human resources which India can use for its industrial growth. Let's join together and ensure that our two great countries promote trade that is balanced, trade that accrues competitive advantages and comparative advantages to both. Ensure that links that are established result in mutual benefit. I, for one, together with my team, will ensure that we create a propitious environment for Indian investments to flourish and grow in Sri Lanka. We will promote joint ventures, encourage entrepreneurs to establish links, and most important of all, amidst all of the nice and sound phrases, we all have to walk the talk. Let's do so for the benefit of both our peoples in our country. Thank you.